2 fucking months. It's been 2 months since I've uploaded, technically 3. Time to reflect on the insanity, time to relax and enjoy myself, time to... Oh shit, what the fuck? What do you mean I have to do Fnaf 3? I fucking hate that game! Oh, fuck it, sure. Let's review my least favorite Fnaf game. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Prince Insomniac, aka Princey, and today I will be explaining why I dislike Fnaf 3, the flaws, and why using the minigames as a quote-unquote valid reason for it to be a good game is probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Fair warning, obviously jump scares are going to be happening, be it in-game or otherwise, and this is my opinion, and if you cannot handle that, then, this video is just not for you. With that out of the way, let's begin. The reasons why I'm making this video in the first place is because my birthday is coming up and my sibling actually bought me Fnaf 3 and 4 for whatever reason, along with, yeah. I know, I'm just as surprised as you guys are, and yes, I will be making a video on all of these games, so just don't worry about it. I figured since I got it for my birthday, I might as well play it for you guys today, explain why I dislike it, and go through all the flaws and just overall annoyance with my audience, so hopefully someone who agrees with me won't call me insane. Don't expect me to write explanations throughout all of this. This is just a video I wanted to vent out my frustrations about the game and show people what I mean. Let's start off simple with what I will be covering in the order. Color palette and importance of researching that, not that I really explain what that is. Jump scares and flashing lights. Finally, mini games and exactly what they're carrying, so to speak. Now, yes, I know this isn't much to cover, but trust me when I tell you this is enough for me to cover it, okay? So let's just get started with the first one. The color palette of the game is extremely important. How things look and present themselves give you different feelings of satisfaction and joy, or sometimes whimsy even. So, tell me why the fuck this game doesn't even remotely scream any of that. This game's color palette is a horrible, horrible combination, and in my opinion, it doesn't at all fit the vibe of a haunted attraction. This is supposed to be a place people go to enjoy being spooked out of their mind, and maybe I could be wrong, but this game looks like Snoop Dogg's enjoying the finest weed I've ever seen, than actually working on itself properly. I hate, and I mean hate, how unrealistic this game is. Every other game leading up to this at least had semi-realistic color palettes of how a real pizzeria place would look. But for some reason, he just didn't look up realistic haunted attractions or something. I've never seen a game this muddy in my fucking life since Call of Duty, and that is saying something when that game is all gross, like greens and browns. It just doesn't blend well with the environment. And I just wish he asked for help, or, didn't make anything the same fucking color every fucking time. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Speaking of the game using the same colors everywhere because for some reason Scott chose to be a lazy little bitch, let me introduce you to the best ever mechanic, totally not at all sarcastic, the hallucinations, gang. So tell me why every single animatronic from this set just looks all like dog shit. The eyes are the only compliments I can give, and maybe the cool Freddy kind of animation that happens in front of the window. That is about it. You cannot tell me the colors look good at all. They all look the same to me, they all act the same, so they might as well just be one big fucked up Afton family. And sing Kumbaya, because goddamn, do they all look the same. Like they all have smoker lung, but on the outside, not on the inside. Or some form of watermelon I've never seen before. I'm looking at you, Chica, you fucking weirdo. The jump scares are soulless and lazy. They all go to the same thing, do the same timing, the same jump scare sound, and they all cause flashing lights. Fnaf 1 and 2 didn't even have this kind of amount of flashing. This game single-handedly has more flashing lights than any other game he's ever made, which should not be the case literally at all. The flashing feels unnecessary and feels like he just included it for the sake of a quote-unquote scare factor, aka throwing a bunch of random junk at you until it sticks. The community, I think, can at least attest to the flashing lights not being needed. I think a better mechanic would have been to have them either still be hallucinations, but A, have the colors better, and B, make it so that you have a sanity meter or something, something to tell us when we need to prepare for things more. I'm not really sure, just anything is better than the constant red flashing lights mixed with ear rape that disrupts any intense situation whatsoever. I also just want to say that realistically, if this were to happen, it just wouldn't, okay? It just wouldn't. You work at this haunted attraction and loud ass noise plays randomly, in your office area, you wouldn't be ear raped, and I really doubt they'd stay in business if they kept such loud ass noise in the attraction, specifically where you are located working as a night guard / whatever you are. I know I would be pissed if I worked there trying to get stuff done and all I hear is that sound mixed with flashing lights. I think I just wouldn't work there anymore. A lot of people think this is fine, but you can do so many more ideas that I'll put on screen here instead of just the loud noises and flashing lights for the sake of having them. It's kind of lazy work and needs to be implemented in a way that actually fits the time period. Okay, so by now we all know the fact that FNAF 3 realistically is only known for one big thing. You know, aside from Springtrap, that is, and that is the minigames. Something that's always bugged me is the fact that most of these minigames are presented in a way that could have been shown a lot better without clunkiness of the puzzles, or even without it being in FNAF 3 as a whole. A lot of people say and think that FNAF 3 is only really good because of the minigames, and honestly, I can see it. The graphical state of them giving that nostalgic FNAF 2 vibe that everyone adored. It's kind of no wonder people really liked it. That being said, why was this game really hindering on the fact that it had minigames in the first place? When making a game, I feel like you need to focus on the key factors I always mention within the Chronicles of Horror series: mechanics, setting, difficulty, etc., etc. Yet for some reason, Scott chose to only focus on what seems to be just the minigames themselves in terms of quality and satisfaction. It feels like the rest of the game falters, and I could even argue that the minigames themselves don't even really cover much in terms of lore, despite what people claim it does. It just, in my opinion, doesn't. Instead of making a game that's meaningful and has a decent story, he decided to take that all into minigames alone, offering no real interest in the actual game itself, along with no real interest in how things should have been from the start. You shouldn't have minigames be the biggest selling point to your fucking game about animatronics and shit. God fucking damn it. Instead of all these shitty jump scares, he could be focusing on maybe making the animatronics themselves look good. Make the colors brighter, make the game actually hold up to time, because honestly it looks like crap, and it should have been cleaner. I'm sorry, it just feels like a failed project with no real backing whatsoever. On a side note, every FNAF tuber that I see cover this game always glazes it to high hell, and I just don't see this as the correct way whatsoever. You can say you dislike Security Breach as an example, but at least Security Breach's story makes some fucking sense. At least the animatronics look okay, and are all the same puke vomit green, and don't cause your brain to have a stroke just looking at them. The people who hate Security Breach are the same who praise FNAF 3 for quote-unquote innovative minigames and quote-unquote massive lore drops, yet Security Breach also has all those things and more, yet gets shit on even more. So really, why the fuck do people hate on one when they could both suck in their own ways? Genuinely, they both deserve hate in any capacity, and instead people glaze the fuck out of FNAF 3 and shit on Security Breach despite the two being very similar in how they present ideas for things. I don't know guys, I just feel like this game could have been a lot better if he just took his fucking time, actually made more for Springtrap to do aside from stare at you, and make his jump scares unique, maybe even make the jump scares sound cooler among the stupid, you know, fake ones, etc., etc. If remakes can do this and so much more, I know Scott could have done better. But, you know, hey, that's just my opinion. You know, maybe someday he'll learn from his mistake and take things slow. Oh, come on, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video was short, but I figured I might as well make this since my birthday is literally the same day that this video is coming out, which is the 14th of May. I want to say a massive thank you to all who have stuck by me and to those who drew this amazing fan art. Please join the new Discord if you want. I'm semi-active and enjoy my small community. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day. Peace out, guys. Bye.